And welcome back, everyone, to Who Would Win. Today's Who Would Win comes to us from gymnast and gamer Jordan, who asked the question, who would win a fight? Chaos from the Sonic franchise versus Lapras Lazuli from the Steven Universe franchise. Let's start with Lapras first. I know a little bit about both these characters, but in terms of Lapras Lazuli, if I'm not mistaken, stop moving around. Lapras Lazuli is, I believe she's a fusion? Or Lapras for short, is a member of the Crystal Gems who made her debut in the series Mirror Gem. During her alignment with the Gem Homeworld, she was caught in a crossfire with Rebellion and got poofed by a character called Bismuth. Homeworld mistook her for one of the Crystal Gems and imprisoned her with a magical mirror with the intention of interrogating her about her supposed comrade's whereabouts. However, she is a gem. I believe Lapras is a gemstone, if I'm not mistaken. She's a very different gem overall because she's... I'm trying to see where, on her body right now that I can see a gemstone on there. And I'll be honest, I don't know where her gem is. Hold on. Appearance. Thin blue figure. That's why I can't say it. Her gemstone is embedded in her back, which takes the form of a water droplet. As such, in combat, she has all the physical abilities a standard gem does. Enhanced physicality, durability, and agelessness. She's exceptionally powerful when near the ocean. And she could create duplicates of the crystal gems to fight them off while her gem was cracked, as well as became the dominant personality when fused with Jasper. But her main ability, obviously, is hydrokinesis. She's an immensely powerful waterbender, basically, capable of controlling liquids that are only partially composed of water, such as orange juice. She used the Earth's entire ocean to her advantage, even weighing down opponents. She can form water from various constructs and can clothe them, including hands to smite enemies, or uses platforms change, or even wings to fly. She divided the sea to make a path and form a section of the Atlantic Ocean into a space elevator. Her power is enough to stun Blue Diamond for a short period and restrain Steven while he's transformed into the giant gem monster transformed into. In addition to manipulating existing water, she can generate a certain amount of liquid from her gem. It's unknown whether or not the water is somehow stored within her gemstone or she's just condensing water molecules. She can obviously manipulate water into certain constructs. She also has thermal manipulation. The water she can create had their water weapons made out of condensed heat. But she can do boiling water or hot water, and arguably she could probably do ice too on the other side of things. Hydromimicry, which is where she basically made the water clones. Water bubbles to contain objects, and water walking water wings to fly. Water fists. The wings can form to giant fists and basically punch individuals. Memory projection and pathokinesis resistance. What the hell? Due to a variety of traumatic stress experiences she's been through, she's been shown to be virtually unaffected by Blue Diamond's incapacitating emotional weight. Oh, okay. Claiming I felt worse. Basically, she's got a telepathic immunity to her, or resistance anyway. Lapras, very powerful. Lapras Lazuli, very powerful indeed in terms of water bending. Arguably, she's probably stronger than any waterbender in Avatar. Chaos, the cool somewhat looking Knuckles god, is a deity. He is an immortal mutant, chaos and godlike. God, will you stop? Sorry, that's just jumping all over the place here. What I'm reading, and godlike figure who served as the guardian who was worshipped by the Knuckle Clan prior to their negative turn of events, as well as Chaos and their friends. His body is composed entirely of concentrated energy and has the ability to change form and evolve with each Chaos Emerald he has. That said, however, his form does seem to take the form of water, generally speaking. It's not like water-looking energy. It is even described as water. His powers are... He has multiple powers. Chaos is an extremely strong creature with powers so great that he's referred to as a deity. Even at his weakest, he's said to be immeasurably powerful. Chaos produces the ability to absorb energy with the Chaos Emeralds, allowing him to achieve different forms. But his base form, Chaos Zero, which is his most basic form, is when he has no Chaos Emeralds. He commands limited hydrokinetic shape-shifting, allowing him to stretch his limbs, morph his body, and liquefy himself into a puddle of water. This is where the whole idea that he is, in fact, composing of water. Most likely it's energy holding water together. Kind of weirdly like a lightsaber, but instead of plasma, it's water taking form. Allowing him to stretch his limb anyway. He's also bulletproof due to the watery composition and possesses earthquake-inducing super strength. That's impressive. He can also harness the power of spirits and elementals to perform great physical feats, like several tens meters tall leaps and executing strong attacks, and even heal himself. He has hydrokinetic powers to let him emit mysterious ripples and even freeze the air around his foes. In addition, he can climb, glide, and breathe water. He also is very strong in combat, enough to take on Knuckles the Echidna, who is a master of martial arts. That's his Zero form. I mean, he has apparently like 7 forms. Despite his numerous forms and godlike powers, Chaos has one consistent weakness: his brain. This is a weak spot. When hit, it causes his form to weaken and destabilize. He's also not well protected in most of his forms. Chaos is noticeably slower than most other Sonic characters, even in his smallest form, Chaos Zero. We'll talk about let's go in reverse here. It makes sense to go strongest to weakest and see which, because if Lapras can beat Chaos in his strongest form, which is, 1 second here, I will get an image available here of the strongest form of Chaos, which is a giant like sea serpent dragon form. It's really cool. I'd love, seeing Chaos and say like the live action movies, that'd be fun. Well, I say live action. So hold on 1 second here. Let me break it down for you. Yeah, so that's Chaos. There's Chaos right there. And we'll just, you don't need to see my, and not that there's anything wrong on my tabs. Just like, no, you don't need to see that. But yeah, that's his full form right there. Pretty badass. Yeah, that'd be kind of cool to see like the full version of that in like the let's call them live action movies. So in his perfect Chaos form, he takes the form. Oh, come on, you son of a. Come on, go away now. Go away, Image. I don't need you anymore. Will you freaking? Oh man, this thing's being irritating right now. Stop it. All right. And he has other forms. They all look like, honestly, most of his other forms look a lot like just variations on the form you see in front of you on the screen right now. But his Chaos form takes the form after absorbing the negative energy of all 7 Chaos Emeralds. In this form, he becomes a giant serpentine dragon-like beast with a mouth extending far beyond his eyes. Anyway, large tentacles, so forth. And Chaos is a higher being that accordingly commands ultimate power. He is able to merge with water and has immense hydrokinetic abilities that let him create large-scale water spouts, command water tornadoes, and control entire floods, which are destructive enough to destroy all of Station Square. He also has incredible super strength and can shoot energy blasts from his body and beams from his mouth. So the question right now, to start the downward trend here, is can Lapras beat perfect Chaos? Perfect Chaos. Can she beat that? The best feat of hydrokinesis we seem to have is the section of the Atlantic Ocean being turned into a stairway. Hold on 1 second here. I think I might be able to get an idea of what we're doing here. Lapras Lazuli. Water stairs? Let's call it water stairs. Trying to say water powers. Okay, water powers. Let's go. I'm going on YouTube right now to see how big of a section we're talking of the Atlantic Ocean it was. I don't know. I must have accidentally clicked on an ad for braised beef. But there we go. All right. Man, things are just being really, really irritating. Really irritating. Okay. Steven Universe, Lapras Lazuli, water powers. Okay, are we done now? All right. Lapras true strength, weaknesses, blah blah blah. All right, I am looking for the feat because again, that seems to be her most impressive feat. Which when I first read that, I'm like, Okay, he's technically composed of water. This should not be that, but his ability to bend water should, by all accounts, counteract her ability to bend water. And so it's kind of an irrelevant point, I guess. Let's see here. Come on. Where is the water? Where is the bending of the water feet here? Oh, here we go. Maybe this was it. I mean, let's see. She can create giant constructs. We've seen that. Even constructs of herself. Where is the damn Atlantic Ocean feat? That's what I want. So would she be the strongest water? But let's see here. Okay, all Laplace abilities. Sorry, I'm watching. I do apologize for this in real time. This is the one thing that I didn't prepare for, was trying to figure out how strong the feat actually is. Let's see here. Hydrokinesis. Yeah, we got the hydrokinesis part. Let's see here. Where? Oh, is that it? Maybe that's it. Nope. We want to do clones. Nope, that's not it. Sorry. Again, I'm gonna get so many complaints about this. I know I am. Let's see here. Was it this? Nope. Let's see here. No, I can't. I can't find the section of the Atlantic Ocean feat, unfortunately. Let me know just how big of a section she did, because honestly, Chaos's perfect form is just has way too many extra abilities on top of that. Super strength, regenerative capabilities pretty much being made of energy and water. Hydrogen abilities creating large water spouts, giant water tornadoes, control entire floods, which are destructive enough to destroy, large areas, and energy. Like the guy, I think perfect Chaos is just too much of a being for her. Chaos's sixth form, which is kind of like an alien to some degree. He can assume more complex forms of various tentacles. He's gained a vacuum breath, which he can charge the enemy's attack energy with. So we should note that every one of these forms, even at base, has the strength to basically cause an earthquake with just a strike of their fist, which is not a level of strength most gems have. Which means even base Chaos could strike with enough force to just shatter her gem, or just break her body, or whatever. That's base Chaos. But because even base Chaos is composed of energy and water, it stands to reason that she could still manipulate him, and on weaker forms, it makes sense that her hydrokinesis would outmatch his. And because his brain is a weak spot, as soon as that brain is exposed, it's good night, Irene. The question is, which form of these would it take for her to actually straight out win? Let's see. As for allowing his new abilities, matched form, including more control over water and energy emission. He's also quick to a nimble swimmer. Form 6. Apparently, there's Chaos form 0, 1, 2, 4, 6, and then perfect Chaos. Form 4 seems again too powerful to deter. It seems too powerful for her to ultimately overwhelm. And the overall, he seems both physically more capable than her, and still has enough control over his body to not allow her to kill him. It's also get down to Chaos Form 2 or Chaos Form 1 that I'm like, okay, yes, he still has a strength advantage, but it seems that his hydrokinesis just isn't on the same level anymore. So on the lower halves, from 0 to 1 to 2, it would probably be Laplace. But if we're dealing with the final form Chaos, or Chaos level of Chaos Forms 4, 6, and Perfect Chaos, well, then Chaos wins. So that's a straight split down the middle. So the question is now, who's got the tiebreaker? And my money would probably go on Chaos, because he does seem to have the physical edge. Even at his lowest form, it is stated he can create earthquakes with his punches, which is not a level of power most gems have, and Laplace certainly doesn't have. She's a different type of fighter than that. So yeah, I would probably say the overall would go to Chaos. Although Lapras certainly has the hydrokinesis over him, I think, in those lower forms. Once we get to the higher forms, she's just outclassed, I think. This is just my opinion. And it's my opinion without finding that stairway from hydrokinesis Atlantic Ocean feat. Where was that feat? Making and made a divided the sea to make a path and form a section of the Atlantic Ocean. Yeah. I don't know where that feat is. It's not like she made stairs. It's that how is it described here? Labs can form water in various constructs that she can control, including hands to smite enemies or uses platforms, chains to entangle or trap enemies with, divide the sea to make a path, and form a section of the Atlantic Ocean into it. Oh, yeah, okay, no, it was a space elevator. Yeah, I can't find that feat. Like, I can't find the visual of that feat. So let me know exactly how much water was used in that, because if that amount of water is what I'm thinking it might be, she wins in every scenario because that's a level of water that Chaos just is beyond. Granted, the physical strength he still has over her, by and large. But if she can literally control that much water, that's a level of control even Chaos doesn't have. So if that's the case, then if someone can give me the actual amount of water she was controlling, I would change my answer to Lapras. But until then, I'm going Chaos. And even then, even if I do say Lapras, the Chaos could still win by just physically putting her down on the ground and ending her. But I digress. Who would you have? Who would you take? Let me know in the comments below. But thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.